Coming up on the round 4 edition of the 100k multi, as always, Jeff, we try and turn $10 into 100k punting on the footy.
It's Ed Richards night.
What?
Your address is Ed Richards. We speak to Ed Richards. He's the best bloke on earth. It is a great chat. Tune in. He's also on air. We released that yesterday.
Yes.
And what else we got?
Also, we have the smartest thing that we've ever done. Pure gambling advice. We're getting almost $100 for every single player in the Brownlow. Make sure you head into the ramble. You don't want to miss it. Jev, you know where to find us?
At 100k Sports, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Like, subscribe, send to a mate, share this to someone new.
And the sundresses are coming for your mother and your grandma and your sister just in time for Mother's Day. Happy Easter. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Welcome back to the show. It's Ed Richards night. They look to mop the floor with the Bombers. It won't even be a fight. The Eagles are back. The Mudflap, Harley Reid and Dersma are hotter than Nando's Peri Peri. Last week we saw a bloody brain fade from Kangaroos Tristan Jerry. Carlton's played so bad, half the team should be playing in the twos. We get backdoored so often we should be called the Bonnie Blues. But stick around as we give you our gambling thesis, where we're going to win the 100k multi, a resurrection more impressive than Jesus. Welcome back to the show, where every week we get together, we collect our best bets for the weekend. We slap a cool, hard Chris $10 in pursuit to try and win $100,000. As always, boys, we're proudly brought by PointsBet, Statmate, Queen of Tickets, Ed Richards night. Boys, good to be back. Jeff, thanks for coming.
Great introduction, Das.
Best one of the year.
Boys, the Bombers are really struggling.
Okay.
The Bombers are really struggling. So Brad Scott, during the week, took all of his players to an orphanage.
Okay.
And there was a quote out of there. And I quote, "It was heartbreaking to see their sad little faces with no hope," said George, the 6-year-old in the orphanage.
That's good.
Shout out to George.
Shout out, little George. Hope he's feeling good. Morgs, Long Dong Silver, Captain Red. Good to be back.
We'll keep that in. Footy is back, Das. And how good is it to have footy back? Finally,
back.
footy is back.
So back.
My favourite parts, I love when I hear in your intro words, because I know there's a rhyme coming. When I heard Peri Peri, I was
I had
excited.
no idea.
But thesis, that had me excited.
Yeah.
So great introduction. Footy's back. Ed Richards night. What a night to
We're
be alive.
so close to footy actually being back.
Yeah.
So close.
Like, we're so close to actually sticking a few games together. But guys, as always, thank you all for coming back. The 100k multi for here, which will be live, round 4. Don't miss out. And also, boys, I don't think I've ever been more excited for some gambling advice, responsibly, of course, at the end of the ramble.
This is Das's sharpest stuff ever that we've jumped on board with.
Yep.
And at the end, after the ramble or around there, it is great stuff.
We are finding $101 winners everywhere.
Everywhere.
We're looking to bookmark the back end of September.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's going to be the smartest thing we ever do.
So it's the Futurama's Futurama. But before we start, boys, it's now time for everyone's favourite finger on the pulse. The ups and downs in the footy world. What do we need more or less of? Thanks to Statmate. Finger me, Morgs. Ups and downs.
Have we mentioned Ed Richards on the show officially?
Ed Richards is on the show tonight.
We're not just dressed like idiots.
Up.
That is an up, but there wasn't a up.
Okay.
Ed Richards coming up next.
Yes, soon.
Nick Larkey.
Okay.
Him in particular, we don't do enough individual ups. Nick Larkey, I'm loving the way he's leading, and I love forwards when they lead. It's a voice from a different part of the ground. You don't often see it. It's got a different feel about it. But you need to be able to kick your goals. So if you're a midfielder, obviously you can speak with your touches. You can have 28 touches. You might only go at 60% efficiency, but you don't really know that on the ground.
Nah.
It's more of a stat. A set shot is different. If you have a captain that doesn't kick their goals, it's not going to work. And I did a deep dive.
Okay.
He is the third most accurate set shot, Jev, of all time.
Wow.
He goes at 74.36%. He's
Wow.
kicked 290 goals and 100 points.
That's so good.
I'm like, that goes underrated, and I'm loving what he's doing at North. They had a blip on the radar at West Coast. They came back, had a great win. You can just see it means the world to him. LDU was on the Aces show. I love the way he talked about him. He says he's one of his closest mates, and they just all love the way he goes about it. I'm so in on North, and more so Larky. So up, and welcome to the show.
Great work.
Hate to butt in, but is this where we need an all-star weekend? We
is
need
good.
50 set shots. I want Ben King and Larky duking it out.
Who else? Jake Waterman. He was
Those three.
slotting them on the
Those
weekend.
three. And Jack Gunston.
Jack Gunston doesn't miss.
Imagine that, like a
that's
knockout.
Good. That's good.
It shits me to tears, though, that we complain about that week off. Like, that is an amazing event.
Yeah.
If you do that, you
At
do the
the G?
you do the sprint. So instead of doing a half time,
Yes.
get Nickelback at half time.
Oh my God.
We do the sprint.
Yeah.
We do the goal kicking. We do
Yeah.
a torp.
Like, this is the best Legends game you've ever seen.
And then we do I'm sure there's a skill challenge that they can do.
Get Nickelback at that as well.
Yes, the skills challenge. That's awesome.
Well, we're on fire. I'm going to start with a down, and I know we've whinged and whinged about it. And you just touched on it, but the fixture is fucked.
It's
And
doggies.
Essendon playing 3 games before Carlton played 1.
Gross.
Just doesn't sit right with me. It's diabolical. It has to be fixed. This is the last weekend of those early season buys. I think we've got about 6-7 weeks in a row of just all 9 games playing, all
Hopefully.
18 teams playing. Gather round's the first one of the year with everyone playing, so can't wait for that.
Can I butt in?
Yeah.
I'm going to insert it down.
Okay.
Andy Dillon. Because I didn't want to come back to it.
Yeah.
I want to jump on board.
Yeah.
If I Andy Dilloned my job, I'd be jobless.
Yes.
Like, if we all Andy Dilloned our job, if you're a plumber and you went Andy Dillon for 4 weeks, you'd be done.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
Cooks.
And I started to think maybe AI stealing jobs is not a bad thing.
Nice.
So, like, the fixture. So I wrote down what I would write into ChatGPT. I just wrote, we have 18 teams. We want them all to play once. We need to put a bye in there. Just put that in June. Keep the Blues and the Bombers off primetime.
You've done it.
You are Andy Dillon.
So, like,
Yeah.
come on.
Andy Morgs.
I just wanted to, I had to do that.
Do you remember
It's
back in
not
the
that
day,
hard.
they used to have the split round.
Yeah.
Half the teams would have a bye,
Yep.
so you get half, and then it's just straight back on.
And it's done.
I honestly think we should play every team just once.
No, let's not go into it.
That would be, imagine Carlton Collingwood, you get
Too
them
much
once a
money
year.
involved. Never going to happen. But you're right.
like
It's
it
never
too.
going to happen.
Well, you get them once a year, and then hopefully you might see them again in the final. I got it up. Easter football.
Ooh.
It is so good. Friday off. Come on, Morgs. Let's go. You get Thursday.
Sell me on it.
You get Friday.
Yep.
2 Fridays.
2 Fridays, but the fact that Friday off work, you get in there early, you go watch an average game in North and Carlton, and then you usually at a pub somewhere, or
Yep.
you're at Docklands tapping your card, 15% surcharge. You don't care.
Shit, no.
You do
Easter.
not care. Platform 28 do a killing. They need the Saints on Good Friday.
That's a great call.
They would need
Great
make
call.
a feeling.
Platform 28 would
that in.
make a killing.
But the best thing is, whether you go away, a lot of people go away at Easter. Now it's still usually really good weather. You might miss a fair bit of football over the weekend, but everyone's home for Monday.
Yeah.
Easter Monday, Hawks, Cats. It is always a banger. You're on your couch at 3:15.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Banger.
Even if your car isn't unpacked, you just come inside, you watch the game. You might leave it there for another month. But it is just an awesome weekend, Morgs.
I'll be leaving my car packed. That'll be footy.
Well done.
Up. Dwayne Russell.
Yes.
How good is Dwayne Russell?
So good.
Fire.
Slight down on the contrary. Hutto. I reckon Hutto's lost his fastball a bit. I think, is it time to say Dwayne Russell's better than Hutto? Dwayne Russell will always find a way to make the product better.
Yeah.
Always better. Hutto, if it's not a great game, Hutto goes missing a bit.
Okay.
What? This is just on watch.
It's a watch.
This is on watch. If it was Channel
Hutto
10,
watch.
Dwayne Russell running hot, Hutto gone cold.
Wow.
Okay.
So I just wanted to give Hutto, Dwayne some praise, but Hutto,
Okay.
Did you hear?
Gary Lyon's gone a bit cold, I reckon. He's checked out.
Yeah, he needs
only
to
round
retire.
4.
He's on retire watch.
Gareth.
Did you hear Dwayne Russell on the weekend? Port Adelaide game. Jack Lukosius kicked one, then Jack Whitlock kicked the second. He's like, look at that, a pair of jacks.
That's brilliant.
This little Higgy went home.
Yeah,
Who
he was
writes
on
this
fire.
stuff?
What do you say about Job Shanahan? He's like, he could get the crock pot out of the oven when Nan's around or whatever. 'cause
No,
his mitts are so
apparently
good.
his Nan makes a banger something in the crock pot, and a couple of weeks ago he goes like, no food out of the crock pot from Nan this week, and then this weekend he's like, he's getting fed from Nan out of the crock pot this week.
Nice.
Like, it was so good.
Crockpot.
Let's
Crock
go.
pot watch.
Crock pot.
That was my next up. But I'll skip my
There you go.
Crockpots.
Up the Saints. The AFL still think the Saints might be their grand final day. Want to know how I know why?
Why?
Tell me.
They kept the day grand final. The Saints can't play at night time. The supporters get too drunk.
Yep.
They get too drunk.
They do.
They're too nervous. They get too drunk. If they announced the night grand final, it was ruling the Saints out of it.
Okay.
So them going 2 years of the daytime is telling me they think the Saints might play in this year or next year's grand
That is so
final.
smart.
So happy for the Saints. Up the Saints.
so
They're
smart.
not allowed to play night games. The Saints too drunk. They started at 12:30 against Brisbane on the weekend.
Yep.
Platform 28 would have been filled. They get too drunk. I'm telling you.
All right.
This
That's
is
a good point.
This is the down. Carlton's second halves. It is one of the all-time downs. But I'm not sure if you heard Sam Walsh. He had to front up the media, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on in the second half?" He's like, "Well, maybe we need to run through the banner twice." How good's that? Coming
That's
out of
brilliant.
time,
That's
and like he fronted, and he had a smirk on his
That
face.
is funny as fuck.
It was very good, but
That wouldn't have been his gear, I reckon. Someone would have said that at the club and he would have just got in front of the
Yeah.
media and stolen it.
More importantly, like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
double
Double
banners.
down.
Double
100%.
banners.
Put another sponsor
That
on
would
it.
be so funny and lighthearted if another
would-
banner came out after half time.
Come on, boys.
We know we're shit after half, so we're starting again.
That would be so
fuck,
good.
that is brilliant.
But honestly, who gets sacked first, Voss or Scott? Neither are making to the end of the year.
Scott goes first.
I think Voss. I think Voss this weekend. If you lose to North badly on Good Friday.
So yeah, someone's going to pull the trigger.
Who do you
Yeah.
think? Voss or Scott first?
Well, neither of them are going to make out the season.
Fair.
It's just whether Carlton are at least in games. Bombers aren't.
That's
Like-
true.
Like we're
Yeah, true.
like
And
we're,
I also think it's one of those ones. Carlton made the decision to stick with Voss, so it's like that selfish. Well, you have to back yourself in, even though you know you're wrong.
true. Any more?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I got a couple more.
Yeah,
Go
go.
for it.
Down the Tristan Xerri situation. I don't condone what Xerri did, but I would be livid as well if the Essendon Bombers called me a weak flopping see you next Tuesday. The softest laughing stock of the league are
Yep.
calling Helmet Hercules soft. Andrew McGrath.
He's a good man
is
now,
calling
man.
Tristan Xerri soft. Andrew McGrath.
Friend of the show.
Man, I would be angry too. I would have done something stupid too if I was getting called soft by Andrew McGrath. Jeez, that would have pissed me off.
Up, ex-hamster, still up, boys. Men's mental health. Last night, we had a good night for the mental health, so it's still ripping, it's still cracking. Not exactly your HD sort of stuff, bit of a backyard job, but ex-hamster, make sure age verification, April 9th. It's going to be a sad day.
Just on the back of the Jerry as well, I guarantee you for the next 5 times that Essendon and North play, footage of that is shown.
I reckon the
Yeah.
next 10.
The way it's treated, as you always say, Dust, you can't be displaying it for the kids. It's the most elite level. Now, I'm not saying it's
But then they
fine,
do.
But they will put that on a pedestal for the next 3 years.
Have you noticed every single thing they do? They're like, don't do it, it's a bad look for the game. So when Tom Stewart knocked out Dion Prestia,
Yeah.
they showed it every single
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
So they know what gets clicks. So
Of course
yeah.
they do.
Anything else?
Up. Is it that time? It's time. Open it up. Is that the freezer door opening? Oh. There's a rumour. They've just opened the freezer door to Todd Goldstein.
What?
And
No.
it's time to let him thaw out and wake up after Xerri's suspension. That's right. I'm hearing Toddy G is doing an undertaker for this Good Friday and is defrosting as we speak.
In the microwave.
They've knocked on the Todd Goldstein freezer and he might be one more game.
Expand on this.
On the tombstone.
Is he playing? Is he a chance?
So I'm hearing they just opened the freezer door to start thawing him out.
Marucci Thor.
Marucci Thor, that's good from you.
Wow. Well, a watch.
Yes, a watch. You're on Goldstein watch. They just got him out the freezer.
Okay.
He's just been sitting there all summer. Time to defrost, Toddy.
Anything else, boys?
Just one more up. Finn O'Sullivan, a goddamn dog.
Boss.
I want to post every week the Rock and Cena WrestleMania promo clip. I hear voices in the air. I hear them loud and clear. For whoever Finn's giving the business to.
Yeah.
Whoever he's going to.
I'll make one this week.
Finn, because I don't know. Who's he going to go to? Jagger?
Crips.
No,
Walsh,
you don't go
Walsh,
Cribs.
Walsh.
Well, yeah, but I don't. I'm waiting
You
for
can tag
Finn
the booze
versus
out of
Nick
it.
Dacos.
Yeah, that's
Right,
huge.
I'll get it ready.
Perfect. That's me done.
Boys,
Great segment.
we do have a big up. Ed Richards, he's on the line. He's in the booth. He's waiting. We got our man ready, steady Eddie. Ed Richards. Alrighty, mate. Thanks for joining us on Ed Richards night. We thought you'd be the perfect person to jump on for this night. Mate, how's the start of the season been and how's the week off been?
Mate, thanks for having me, gentlemen. This is interesting, Ed Richards night. You guys really gone all out. There's no red wig in the middle though, so
Sorry, mate.
maybe I'll have to shave some off and I'll get you a real one made up.
That'd be sick.
But no,
couldn't do it,
it's
yeah.
been a nice week off, which albeit pretty early in the season, but yeah, no, I'm very I'll take the weeks off when we get them. But yeah, nice start to the season for us. So looking to go one better on Sunday as well.
We've been polite early on, but we've got to get straight to the hard-hitting questions. Sam McClure said comparing you to Nas was like comparing a Lambo to a tractor. Your return serve.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to give old Sammy too much airtime.
Fair.
He's come out with. I think he's very good with the clickbait and the rage bait. So he's done well on this one. He definitely got our club. They were all up in arms, saying you can't call Ed a tractor. But I thought it was. I mean, I'm happy to be a tractor, nice and reliable.
Run all day.
Yeah, get the job done. I mean, I mean, yeah, Naz. I mean, he is a super player. So, taking nothing away from him, but yeah, Lambo's. I'm not sure that they're in for the long haul.
I love that.
It's a great return. I thought it was a horrible take, so I'm glad you said that. Now, Ed, I heard you're the flattest man on earth as they announced Kylie Minogue as the entertainment because you won't be able to watch her as you'll be playing in the game. Is that true or not?
But I love Kylie. I reckon she's a great get for the AFL. She'll be so good. I mean, maybe I'll be able to be like those blokes in the Super Bowl, the ones that aren't really required and they can sit on the sideline. So if we're there on the day, it would be nice to maybe have a watch.
Sneak up the race.
You always need the tractor, mate. Always need a tractor.
No, but I mean, if we are lucky enough to be there on the day, it'd be nice to have that echoing through the change rooms at halftime. Definitely, she'll be great.
What's your favourite Kylie song?
Spinning Around's good.
You actually are a fan. I love this. I was going to say who in the locker room would be the biggest closet Kylie fan, but it sounds like are the whole Dogs just massive Kylie fans. Do you guys love playing her music in the change rooms?
Well, we don't really play it in the change rooms too often, but I mean, they'll have to come into rotation at some point. She's great. Maybe I'm the biggest closet Kylie fan. I don't know. Maybe, there could be a couple out there. I'm sure Matty Kennedy, he loves the boogie, so I'm sure he gets down with Kylie.
Yes. Another tractor. Two tractors love Kylie.
Yeah.
Two tractors love Kylie.
Yeah.
Hey, one artist you probably are playing in the change rooms. We've been pushing pretty hard for the last 2 months to have Nickelback at the grand final. With the Kylie news out, it sort of put a damper on that. But yeah, would you have been okay if Nickelback got announced?
Yeah, Nickelback would have been great. Trying to think of favourite track of theirs for me.
Rockstar for sure.
What's that real slow one? Far Away.
How you
Do you
remind
guys
me?
like that
This
one?
is how you remind me of what I really am.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah. Maybe I like that one.
What an interview.
Mate, you've got some pretty amazing talent at the Dogs, but more so at the start of the year playing State of Origin. If you could have anyone from the Victoria side play for the Dogs, who would it be and why would it be Zach Butters?
Yeah, bloody oath it'd be Butsy. I mean, he goes hard at it. He's obviously a superstar. So, I mean, if we were going to get anyone from that side, I'd definitely choose Butsy for sure.
Does that get spoken about internally? Obviously, his contract's up in arms at the moment, but surely you boys are trying to send out some messages to him.
I don't know. I haven't personally. I think maybe some of the boys might be trying to woo him our way. There's obviously a big contract going to be on the table for him at some point. So we'll see what he does with it. But yeah, I'm sure that we'll put our best foot forward. That's for sure.
I can't believe we've got another grand final entertainment question here, but is it true the AFL approached Luke Beveridge to play tooth and nail at the grand final, but he said, nah, I'll be coaching in that game?
Yeah, it could be true. I've heard Dilsey really likes the song.
Mate, on the back of talking about Bevo, Kane Cornes, does this name come up around at all at the club, or is his face just on the dartboard and that's where it stays?
No, it's like Voldemort, Cornsey. You know, he should not be named around Whitten Oval. So we don't mention him too much in front of Bevo, but I mean he's got it out for him. He always has. So it just is what it is. I mean, He's seemed to jump back on our bandwagon, old Cornsey. So he's back rooting for the Dogs, which I sort of think he's got the win-win situation. He can, ride us, and he's a genius if we go well, and then if we fall off a cliff, he can start going back at Bevo. So he's quite calculated, old Kane, but he seems to have it worked out.
Well, let's talk about some footy this weekend. So you've given the Bombers the business, as Jev said, like the last 2 games last year. And thanks to StatMate, we can see you've kicked 2 goals in both those games last year. With your role now, do you just have a license to go wherever you like?
No, not at all. I wish that that may be the case, but we're quite structured with what we do as a mid group. So you don't really get a license to go do whatever you want. There is some teams that do give that license, but I feel like I guess we're pretty selfless as a mid group. We've got a pretty powerful group going through there, of late. So it is good to share the load, and I think we've shown that we're able to sort of chop and change and from different points. Obviously, Bonte's been pretty dominant this year. Even Matty Kennedy's been super. Liver's been elite. So we just like to lean on each other and get those young boys through as well. Jolie obviously dominated last week, so that was good to see for him. Sando, when he can go in there, I feel like we're just trying to find that balance of not really caring how well we play, just as long as we get the chocolates.
Yeah, love that. I want to ask you about the media. Do you hear much media? Like, are you aware of the circus around the Bombers at the moment, or do you just focus on the Dogs and it doesn't matter who you're playing?
It's hard not to see what's going on at Tullamarine at the moment. They are getting absolutely slammed, which some of it, I mean, it is what it is. When you're performing badly, some of it's, just happens to come across your desk. Everyone seems to want to target them when they're potentially, struggling, which, we've been in similar boats. I remember we lost to West Coast a couple of years ago to miss the finals, which, if people remember that one, that was one of the all-time losses at home as well at Marvel, and absolutely bottled it. So there is moments when, I guess, in your career or as a team when you're just getting absolutely slammed, and sometimes you got to block it out. Other times it's inevitable that you're going to see shit like that. Like, I feel bad for them, to be honest. They're getting absolutely slammed when they could easily come out and have some great performances over the next month, and then people forget about it. So it's unfortunate for them. That's for sure.
Ed, we could stay around and chat for hours, but would you want to hang around for our on-air show?
Nah, that sounds shit house.
Beautiful. Awesome. All right, we won't do it. Thanks, mate.
That is the best.
No, I'm kidding. Of course I'll hang around, boys. What time are you on?
Boys, what a chat.
He is the man.
We've obviously only got part of the chat.
Yep.
If you guys want to hear the rest of it, it is live on our other platform, YouTube, of course, on air with Ed Richards. He's one of the all-time blokes.
And we could have, you said at the end of it, we could have talked for hours. We actually could. I don't exactly know the split of what's going to be in here and what's on air, but we could have talked for 2 hours.
He's so good.
He was the best bloke.
It's actually shattered. So usually once we click end, you get a little bit of time to talk to him while it uploads.
Yeah.
It was already uploaded.
Yeah,
so
quick internet.
The Wi-Fi
and he saw it, so I felt bad just making him hang around. But
what a man.
He's keen to come back on.
Love him.
Keen to come back on.
He's the man.
Boys, ring the bell.
Oh, yes, it's back.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, stock market El Marketio. All right, let's have a look here. So Nick Dacos, boys, he opened with $4 and he's into 3. So it's a pretty short price point. And what we're going to get into now, there's been a little bit of movement, but there's not a heap in. There's a heap out. We're only up to round 4. And as we mentioned last week,
3 times.
There is no better time to have a throw at the stumps of the Brownlow than now. You can get suspended, a little bump, a head knock. It's never been easy to get suspended, boys.
Heaney was the one you brought up during the week.
Heaney was $1.80 when he punched Jimmy Webster and got suspended.
Yep.
It can happen.
Lost the Brownlow. He was $1.80.
Nick Dacos is $3.
It's too short after 3 games.
Marcus Bontempelli is $3.
It's so short.
Next, we have 4 players on $26.
That's a big
There's no
jump.
7 anymore.
Nas,
Wow.
Bailey Smith, Caleb Strong, Zach Butters, and you got Noah Anderson at 34, Will Ashcroft at 34, our man Ready Steady Eddie, Ed Richards at 34, Finn Callahan 41, Dawson 41. Jev, your boys, we got Chad Warner and Isaac Heaney at $81 at round
God,
4.
it gets me
We weren't
horny.
even getting this much at the start of the season. You
Don't make
can't
you
tell me
ready.
that the other guys are just on 12 votes or whatever they might be on
exactly.
9, 12. So, with so much to happen with this stock market price, we're going to hold this into the ramble. If we can get $81, Jev, for Heaney and Warner, what if we go through our legs soon in the multi and we find, I know, maybe a good $2 leg we put on top of that? That's a very easy way to get $161, maybe,
Yep.
170,
Yep.
$200 for some of these players.
We'll use our powers a bit, points bet. Start multing some of these bad boys.
We're
up.
going to cover the entire field and almost get $100 for every single player. We're going to head into Brownlow night, absolutely lock and loaded, lads.
With,
This is so smart.
with the players not named, Nick Dacos and Marcus Bontempelli.
We'll find
Yeah,
other markets
yeah,
for them
we'll get
later in the year.
Eventually.
But we're literally going to fill our pockets
So
every
smart.
other way. So, yeah, it's pretty genius by us.
Any big movers, Coleman?
Big movers in the column.
It wouldn't be.
Nah, Ben King, again, he started around 7s. He's into 265.
Jeez, that's short.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to beat him just because of the supply that he's getting. He's going to get those, like, they've just got so much talent. And
It's one of those markets as well. You're only betting on hoping for injury.
Yeah.
And that's just not something you want to do.
Um,
if he plays the full season, he wins.
Yeah, exactly. The big one here, boys, we got Willem Dersma. Started at 13 into 4s.
Yeah, that Jagger $1.80 before the season started was ridiculous.
Fishy watch.
There's good players out there.
Yep.
Like, he can't be like the same price as the field would be.
Yep.
There's some good players out there.
Following the week, Taru would have firmed
Yeah, no, he did.
from 8th.
He got drafted out of playing Jack in the Pack.
Nah, he's still at $34.
I know.
Then we got here, boys. So for least amount of wins,
Okay.
West Coast were at $2.25. They're now out to 21.
As they should be. They've already won 2.
Yeah.
They're
Essendon,
2 whole weeks ahead of the bottom
Essendon,
10.
$11, $9 before the season previous, $7. I said this could be a watch.
You said that.
They're into $2.
Yeah.
Wow.
And rightfully so.
Dead on favourite, boys.
They should be.
I copped a whack behind the ears when I said that they'd finish bottom.
It was a great call by you.
It was such a good call by you.
You just don't know. And
Yeah.
then sometimes it can happen. All right, boys. So, again, we're going to look at more of those Brownlows as we get into the back end of the show. But thanks to our new friends, Queen of the Tickets. We're excited about this, lads. Queen of Tickets, they've helped us all final series
Yep.
last year. They're
Looked
helping
after
us
us.
out. Opening round, gather round next week. But it's time to give back. Last week, we did our second Queen of the Tickets giveaway. Congrats to Fitzy, our man Fitzy. Good chelt,
Fitzy,
man.
good man.
So he's got 2 tickets to any game this round. And we're also happy to announce we'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks as well, boys.
go.
So we're giving away 2 tickets to any game of your choice. All you have to do is enter the 100K ticket tip powered by Queen of Tickets.
And how do we enter?
Morgs, thank God you asked. So we get to pick a game every week. Morgs got to pick this week, and he's gone with the Easter Monday clash, Cats versus Hawks.
Okay.
Had to be. So Friday night, 2 weeks ago, we had Dogs Crows. Thought it was going to be a banger. Was a banger. Friday night, we had GWS Collingwood.
Yep.
I thought that was going to be a banger. I know they had injuries. Wasn't a banger.
No.
Watch.
So I've gone, fuck it. We're not going Friday night again. Monday.
I like
so I believe 2 players are...
Bailey Smith and John Newcomb to combine for touches, and for the tiebreaker, the result and margin.
So, Jeff, have your weekly shot at the stumps.
60 touches, 30 each basically, maybe a 31 and 29. 60 touches. I think the Hawks do them by about 17 points.
Okay.
17 points.
Yeah, I
17
like
points.
that.
Wow. So the competition will go live Thursday, Arvo,
Correct.
and we'll pull the pin 2:30, 3 o'clock before the game.
Yeah, about that. We'll put on the post.
Yeah. And then, again, for all you cheeky buggers,
They're coming after the
wait
game.
till after the game. We can check when people bloody comment.
I do rate the work rate, though.
Yeah, no, you got to be
And,
in it to win it.
tickets.
On that, 8% off any tickets. So Queen of Tickets got a brand new website. Very good. They've looked after us. I went on the website myself because I needed an extra gather round ticket. But 8% if you use the code 100K Sports. So you
100K
don't have,
Sports.
to, you don't have to win the competition to use that 8%. Bloody good website.
Good first third, boys. Also, if you are here listening, like and subscribe.
Please.
Just do it. Hit the button.
Please.
It's awesome. All right, guys. Coming up next, the round 400K multi. Ooh, we'll be right back.
Tune in every Monday morning to the Sunday Roast, the show that celebrates the winners and roasts the losers.
Jeff, we try not to miss too many teams, so if you win, we'll give you your flowers. If you lose, by word, we do not miss. Make sure you tune in. We record every Sunday, comes out first thing Monday morning. Make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, enjoy. All right, boys, we are back for the second part of the 100K Footy Show. This is where we butter our bread, boys. This is where we try and turn $10 into 100K, punting on the footy. Thanks to PointBet. We've also got a little bit of StatMate work in here. They really help us out. So, boys, last week, we didn't have too good of a week. 11 out of 19 legs. We went at 69%. Jeff, some stiff legs. So they're never bad legs. They're stiff.
Yeah.
So we had Lockie Neal for 27. His form at Marvel stood up.
He had the kids.
No, I think he went on a date. It might have gone to Electric. He had 19. Andrew Brayshaw's hard to bet on. Had him for 27. He had 21. Taranto, 27. He had 24. You called how many goals he'd kick.
2, 950.
Yeah, and he had 24 touches. Zerha for 2, kicked 1. Paul Curtis for 2, kicked 1. Our white whale, Cooper Duff Tytler for 2, kicked 0.
You're so right about the extra T just getting put in his name.
It was never there.
Duffed. It was Duff Tyler.
Harley Reid for 23, had 21, bit stiff, and Cozzy for 2, he only kicked 1, had 30 touches. So we were on the wrong side. It was either touches or possessions. We went goals.
I said every week, I'd have that bet again.
These are our good legs, but they'll make you stiff. Nas 25, Zorko 25, Dunkley 20, sweating that for a little bit,
Yeah,
but still got to 24. Sarong for 27, Dill Stevens for 20, had 23 under the lid.
Shag his hip.
Sheasel 30, Waterman 12 touches.
Oh, what a player.
For 13 was 215 or something.
Yeah.
How good's that? Max Gorn for 21 in his 250th. McGovern box. I can't remember.
kicked 3.
Yeah, kicked 3. Missed one for 15 out. Did us. And Sam Walsh for 30. So let's try and look to build on this. So again, we haven't put the multi on. We're going to converse legs. We'll see what we like. And also any maybe $2 legs that we want to flip into a Brownlow. Just rolling multi-ish up in top. Boys, Saturday. Let's kick it off because obviously we don't do Thursday, Friday. The multi's only weekend multi, but we will be having other bets on.
Saturday morning, your phone rings.
Yep.
In your email, in our Discord, we send you the link straight to the 100K multi. You click on the link into your PointsBet bet slip, bang, $10 on it. You get this bet we're about to put on.
Boys, Richmond, Port Adelaide. So 4:15 MCG. I can tell you what, if you're not going camping, there's a lot of footy you can watch in Melbourne this week.
Watch it camping.
What's the first thing you think of Port Adelaide, Richmond? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
When Trent Cotchin went the wrong way.
Kicked into the wind. Port kicked 7 in the first. Oh, how good's that? All right, Jeff, kick it away.
No run!
Wow, first no run of the year.
We've lost the 100K the last 2 weeks in the first game. Bailey Humphrey 2 weeks ago, Lockie Whitneal on the weekend. So I'm happy to have a leg, but I want it to be safe. Because the games to come are money for jam.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Yeah, I'll give you that.
we've got to have one leg.
Okay.
We've got to have one leg. Statmate has given me Sam Laylaw for 15 touches. He's 100% his last 5 at the G. So for 15, we're getting $1.60. 14, $1.42. 13, $1.30. 12, $1.20. Sam Laylaw, 12 touches, $1.20. Sort of, I feel like he's going to get 12 in the first week of the 100K. So if we're going to have a leg, I'm looking there. But I'm happy to go no runs on my end.
That's a platform builder. And I do keep forgetting that PointsBet you can do the incremental disposal.
Mate,
that's a great call.
It's the best.
Great call. I'm sounding the horn, Francis.
Okay.
The sheep has been shorn, Francis. Zach Butters is gone, Francis. Get off my front lawn, Francis. Jason, you've been warned, Francis. You're on watch. I believe in you, but I need more. His last 3, 18, disappointing. 26, not bad. 12, needs to be better. A leader at Port, but I've got good news. He loves the G like the rest of us. His last 3 at the G, 25-1,
Nice.
28-2, 24-1.
Front runner.
Against probably bad teams because he comes to the G and probably plays these Richmond sides.
Yeah.
So he's $1.50 for 20, $2.85 for 25. So I know it's at first game, but geez, that's good value. Maybe a reverse.
Pull-em legs. That's pull-em legs.
Pull-em leg, exactly. But he's on watch.
Watch.
That sort of leans into something that I wanted to put on later. Good at the G watch.
Okay.
So just keep that leg on because I've got a few here. Good at the G watch. Give me the man that's built like a 30-year-old concreter. He's so big he tucks it into his sock. The only thing this kid wouldn't put his head over is my mum's spag bowl. Sammy Layla for 12 touches too. We had to do it.
Awesome.
No, we had to do it. So again, yeah, I like that incremental, especially because he's playing way more midfield.
Yep.
Like he'll get 12. But another one here, boys. This is also a watch. His last 4 games at the MCG. Snag watch. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1.
Wow.
So he's $1.24 for 1, but he's $2.05 for 2.
Is this
Pull-em
Layla?
leg.
Yeah.
Wow, for snags.
Yeah.
Talk about a bloke that'll be into the Easter chocolates.
Also,
Oh, good God.
Thank God he's playing Saturday.
Oh, boy.
also, this won't go in the multi.
Fun watch.
This won't go in the multi,
10
boys.
blokes will laugh at that.
This won't.
I'm one of them.
But we have to. This is hot stat alert watch. Zach Butters has kicked 1 goal in his last 20 games.
Yeah, it's what lets him down. He
One in his
dogged him.
last 20.
Against the Dogs.
In his last 10 games against the Tigers, he's kicked 7 goals.
Wow.
In his last 10 games at the MCG, he's kicked 10 goals. He's 100% in each of his last 5 games at the MCG. $2.60 for a snag.
So we'll have Sam Layla for 12 in the 100K, but there's your pull and multi right there. Zach Butters goal, Sam Layla 2 goals, Horn Francis 25, and probably Layla for 19 touches would be $2.
Yeah.
He's kicked
That's the perfect 4-leg pull 'em.
He's kicked one
You're
goal in his last 20 games, but 10 in his last 10 at the MCG.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Love an Easter pull as well.
How good's a pull?
Cross fun.
Boys, next game, Saturday night already. Over in the West. West Coast, Sydney, Jeff. Showtime Swans.
All right, boys.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with the 2026 Eagles.
Harley Reid.
Yeah, signed Harley Reid jersey. Geez, that's sweet.
Shout out.
And we all know I coined the phrase the Showtime Swans.
Yep.
And I reckon this Eagles team needs their own nickname, like the Showtime Swans.
Yep.
I sent you guys to the task. Let's see what you've come up with. We've done our homework. I want to see what we've come up with. And we'll let the people in the comments sort of go, who decides the best nickname?
Yeah, and we'll call them that for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You go first, Dars. I'm keen to check the temperature of the room.
Are we just going to go around?
Sure.
No stressed coast.
That's not bad.
Okay.
You don't stress. No
So
stress
not bad.
coast.
A guy, Hamish, me showing our DMs, good mate of ours, he called them the Street Coast Eagles. Because they're like
Coast.
street fighters. Like
Okay,
they'll
that's not
belt you
bad.
on the street. They're for the streets. The Street Coast Eagles.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay.
I went the Squawking Eagles.
Yeah.
They come at you from every direction.
Nice.
Squawkins.
I don't mind that. The Job Shanahans.
The Crockpots.
That's a good one.
West Coast Crockpots.
Oh, this has got nothing to do with West Coast Eagles, but I don't mind the Junkyard Dogs.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The Junkyard
Junkyard Eagles?
We do have a dog is the problem.
Yeah.
Who's the dog?
The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
These are the Junkyard Dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, the Junkyard
Junkyard
Eagles.
Dogs?
They can
Are they
be
tougher than the Bulldogs?
They're pretty tough.
They are, you're right.
They just belt you.
Yep. No,
Maybe
it's-
we'll say like dogs, DAWGS, the Junkyard Dogs.
yeah.
Then
dog-
the
yeah.
Junkyard Dogs.
I don't mind it.
You got any others?
Yeah. So obviously you remember the term in the 05s, West Coke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was going to go with that.
I went West Smoke.
Oh, that's not bad.
Like, do you want the
not
West
bad.
Smoke?
Yep.
It sounds more like a white hip hop group, but
Yeah. We had the Job Shanahans and then the Flying Shanahans.
yeah, I
The
like
Flyings.
I like the theme.
Up the Flyings.
Yeah.
I've got no others, but right now it's Crockpot at one.
Well, Angry Birds had to be said.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad.
good.
The Angry Birds.
The Hardbeaks.
Yeah, that's good.
Cut that.
Mudflap and the Mudlark Eagles.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Mudlark's
Long.
good.
It's long.
Yeah, the Mudlark. And also, this is a bit of a... No, that's a stretch. The Spreadable Eagles. They go coast to coast like butter on toast and they always cover the spread.
Not bad.
That's fantastic.
Because
bad.
they're always going to be giving points and you just take them. If there's like 28 points we get on the weekend, they covered 20.
They
They won
the game,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right.
The Spreadable Eagles.
No, I don't mind.
Let us know. We'll review this, but in the YouTube comments and the Spotify comments, you can
We
comment.
haven't had a Spotify comment yet.
No, we have.
Have we?
You get a couple. But yeah,
good.
let us know, and then we'll just run with that for the year.
How good are the comments? So I know Joe Rogan's got a shit podcast. Everyone's just like, get these comedians off. Next one.
Really?
Hopefully no one does that with our pods.
Wow.
Any bets?
Any legs?
All right, now that that's sorted. Belt to our season,
No.
episode 4, the Eagles. There was a little hiccup in episode 3, but it's all fun and games beating Northland Port Adelaide, but now the greatest show on turf are coming to town, the Showtime Swans.
Yes, please.
Give me Chad. Chad back home in Perth. Fucking loves playing at Optus Stadium.
Zenithy what?
On the StatMate app, I can click on Chad Warner and go see how he's played at the venue, in Perth, just everywhere. How he play, you can click without Errol Goulden.
Such a
How
good
he's
app.
gone without Errol Goulden.
was that?
The last time he played at Optus Stadium without Errol Goulden, he had 26-1 round 3 last year against the Dockers, and then overall at Optus Stadium he averages 21 touches. And he's never left the ground without a goal to his name. He's kicked a goal every single time he's played at Optus Stadium, including the first at State of Origin. He kicked the first
true.
in State of Origin. We're just gonna take him for 20 touches at $1.30, but in the personals or your pull and multis, look at him for 2 or 3 or the first. So
I like it.
I just want Chad 20 touches,
Yep.
$1.30 against the Eagles here. That's my leg.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Dogs game, but we are going to need some value because we've got a lot of builders here. So
Yeah.
that too might be an early watch.
Might be. Morgs?
We've got a platform,
Okay.
but to build a platform, you need builders.
Okay.
We need Hamish Davis.
Ham. Steamed hams.
Hamish will save us. Wait till you hear the price they gave us. $1.14 for 10 plus. Listen to this.
This is a hot stat.
You've been on the StatMate app.
Imagine listening to this show for good knowledge. 18, 13, 13, 15.
What do you want him for?
Dope, tell us a little bit more about Hamish Davis.
Ham Davis. He's a good lad out there. Has a crack.
First time I've ever seen him in my life on the weekend.
And
He snag.
had a crack.
I wouldn't know him if he grabbed me by the coin purse. Honestly, I
legit.
wouldn't.
No, I still don't.
But the numbers are the numbers.
I thought it was about getting our DMs that gave you a leg.
Hamish Davis. Hamish Davis for 10.
He gave himself up.
Yeah.
Hamish will save us.
Yeah, nice. Like Nick Davis.
Hamish Davis, Joe.
Never heard of
I've
him.
again. I went in with Chad.
Oh, it's killed you.
No, but it's good for a goal.
No, it's good,
$1.40. His last 4 games there, 2-2, 1-1. It's like a dress rehearsal. And unfortunately, Jeff, we know what's coming. He'll be an Eagle one day.
I was thinking about this.
Him, Lockie Neal, Cripps.
I'll tell you who's going to have a career game this year.
Who?
Zach Butters against the Dogs. Lockie Neal against the Eagles. They're not going to tag him. They're not going to touch him.
No.
They need him
So true.
cherry ripe for next year. I reckon Chad might have a career game because they're just going to let him go around bruise free. He's playing for him in 2 years.
Question I asked Wall and Daisy on Monday. Who plays finals first, West Coast or Carlton?
West Coast by a mile.
West Coast or Port?
But like West Coast by so much.
Port or Carlton?
Good one.
Good one. Wait till we get the new coaches.
No,
bump. We'll have a
Carlton.
look.
Carlton. The arrogance of Port Adelaide not drafting one player
Weak
is
as
going to
water.
come back to bite them.
I have a feeling Port haven't hit rock bottom.
Oh, they are. Anything else?
No, I just went Chad.
Also-
I've started.
I just went Davis.
No, here we go.
Davis to
So,
Davis.
This was 3 years.
Davis.
3 years ago.
Hamish Davis.
3 years ago, we were at the bridge and we got. Remember, it was Sydney minus 9.5, and you guys won by like 100 points. And we put $70 on the line. We're like, we'll double our money easy here, and we did. But here,
What's the line?
so 26.5 points. Sydney have covered the line in each of its last 6 matches at Optus Stadium.
Yep.
Could be over either side, but we have to get real about the spreadable Eagles if they cover this spread.
I reckon they cover the 26.
That's so true from you.
Yeah.
If they cover, that's it. It's the spreadable Eagles.
All year, because they're going to be given points.
Yeah.
The spreadable Eagles.
True. So true.
Spreadable crockpots.
Especially at home. Eagles at home.
Eagles at home is
spread
Eagles at
watch.
home at juice.
So true.
All right, boys, let's get into the Sunday slate. Melbourne and Gold Coast. At the start of the year, we said this is going to be belt to arsehole. Like, not even cheeks, like hole. We're getting in there, spread cheeks. And now
The
that...
vertical whip.
Yeah. Then now we got a few players out.
Yeah, we spoke before we turned the cameras on, and we probably should. We could have just done it on here.
Yeah.
I give Melbourne a sneaky chance.
Yep.
No Bailey Humphrey, no Matt Rao, no Christian Petrarca. I know how good the Suns are. I know how good they're going to be. I think they're going to be their grand final day. Those 3 players are fucking good players.
Yep.
They're going to be hard to cover. I give Melbourne a chance, but give me Cozzy, and more Cozzy. I've got Cozzy on the bottom row of the pyramid, just going to hear.
Yep.
I know, and I think that's wrong. That is just wrong. He's better than that. Without thinking, do you both think Cozzy is a top 10 player in the comp right now?
Yes, of course.
I'd say 12th.
Top 8?
I'll go 10. I'll be comfortable with 10.
So you're 12, you're 10.
So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6,
that
7,
row.
8, 9, 10. Yep.
that row. He's definitely on that row.
Yep.
He's in there. Yeah. He's a top 10 player.
Yep. Or technically 12.
Happily.
Because it's 12 row. Yeah, nice. Good call by you.
So he had an all-time performance on the weekend. And I know for a fact Gold Coast don't tag. They just back their system. And I don't think they're going to tag him. Cozzy had 25-3 against the Suns around 16 last year.
25-3. Yep.
25-3. He's kicked 14 goals his last 9 games, and he's averaging 20 touches his last 10 games.
Yep.
$1.29 for 20, $1.25 for 1.
Yep.
I love.
Yep.
Just Cozzy 20 and 1.
Yep.
He had 30 on the weekend. He's $2 to kick 2 goals, which I like.
Yep.
And his over-under is 23.5. That feels low.
Yeah, it does.
25 on the last time he played the Suns, 30 on the weekend in an all-time performance.
Started very shit.
Started
as well,
slow.
like
He had 12 touches in the last quarter. 23.5 his line is. I think we're going to be alive going into this game. The multi's going to be alive with the way we've started, with what we've got coming. So 20 and 1, I'm happy with.
Yeah,
Confident
that's-
for 20 and 1.
That's a great bet, Jeff.
I would love a handicap here, but I rate the bet Melbourne to win the first half.
The spreadable demons.
The Suns are slow at the G. They were slow against the Tigers.
These kicked 1 goal on the weekend in the first half.
Yeah, but then turned it around something fierce. They will walk out like Brutus. I think they'll be walking tall first half, but I think the Suns are better. 265.
Off a buy. I think.
Pull them leg.
Off a
Pull it now.
Let's pull it out of the show, please.
This leg is intelligent.
All right.
This leg is smart. It is witty.
Yep.
It is Jared Witz for 10.
You love 10 touches.
It's such a good bet.
Yeah, it's-
Max Gawn will run him around the G, but he'll have to have his 10.
You have to have his wits about him.
His last 2, 14 and 20. He's a ball magnet. Another one who loves the G.
Yep.
He's a bit like your uncle who's a doggies fan but doesn't get to go to the G often. That's what I reckon. His last 5 at the G, he's 100%. 14, 13, 19. He loves the space. The doggy's uncle for 10. I think Jared Weirtz is going to have 10 touches.
Ed Richards not, ladies and gentlemen.
Is he not?
Yeah, no, I think he does.
That's good, man.
So it's in.
Okay, good.
Give me the millionaire, the Miller Light, the MCG Multi Delight, the man that will get you from A to B, the Took Miller for 25, ladies and gentlemen. $1.40. I said a few weeks ago, in this man's career, again, almost like your dog's uncle. Who's the other guy that played for North Melbourne? Your dog's uncle.
Your uncle is the dog's
Your uncle's dog. This Zin's kicking in. What I say? Yeah, since 2019, he's played 6 games at the G.
Is this show any good?
6 games. He's played
Let us know it's on
6
mic.
games at the G, boys. He's averaged 30.
Yeah, he's
every
awesome.
single
He's
time.
awesome
So we
at
had
G.
31 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, this is MCG potential watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
MCG
that
watch.
Oh,
list.
Super Show on the G Watch.
So for 30 disposals, 235. That's what he had last time.
Let's pull him.
So I've got that one in there. And another one, hot stat alert, Will Graham has played at the MCG 3 times. He's had 16, 16, 15. For 15 touches, we're getting 270.
That's great.
That's an MCG
sharp.
leg.
So there's your pull him. Cozzy for 2 at $2. Took for 30. Melbourne first half. Will Graham.
Also,
Yeah.
also we have to start looking at the man-child Harvey Langford for a snag.
How's he playing?
Because he's playing more. See, Stephen King, he'll eventually become an inside mid, but
Yeah,
we're
he's
playing him
more
more
half
half forward. Kicked 2 on the weekend. He's kicked 5 goals in his last 5 games at the MCG. $1.90. It's almost another $2.
$1.90 is
Yeah.
great.
So good.
How good's that?
I
Sunday
don't know why PointsBet made a big song and dance about pull 'em. I've been pulling leagues for years. You just don't put them in.
Yeah.
So
We just pull him before you put the multi on.
this stuff's
I
easy.
pull that many legs with XAM Star. All right, boys, let's get into the next one. I've got so much to go through. We could have a whole segment on air with this game. Western Bulldogs, Essendon, 720 Marvel. The last 2 matchups between these 2 sides. So last year, the Dogs won 127 to 36 and 143 to 50. The line is 70.5. 70.5, which is a lot.
Crazy for round 4.
Now, thanks to PointsBet, we get some special markets here. The Dogs to win by 100 points, $4.50. The Dogs to win by 125 points, $12. The Dogs to win by 150 points, $21. Or the Dogs to win by 191 points, a VFL AFL record at $101.
That's awesome.
So I'll let you go with some legs first, and then I'll come back, circle back, and I've got some stuff.
I was trying to think how I want to describe how I think this game's going to go. Mm-hmm. Then our man, Cousin Mike,
Yes. Good friend of the show.
who's an Essendon supporter,
Cracker.
said to me and to us today, this game will be the darkest day in the history of the Bombers.
Yep.
The darkest day in Bombers history. I couldn't believe it. The drug scandal. Joe being stripped of his Brownlow. Not winning a final for 22 years. Joe Danaher walking out of the club. Dyson Heppel's career coming and going.
Damn it.
Drafting Elijah Sardis, the pick in front of Bailey Humphrey. And this Sunday will be the darkest day in Essendon history. Unbelievable. There's a chance he could be right. This has 120-point flogging written all over it.
That's $12.
This has Geelong Melbourne 233 to 47 written all over it. We just spoke to Ed Richards. The Dogs kick 120 points for fun under the lid. The 2 times they played Essendon last year, they kicked 127 and 143. This is going to be belt. There isn't one Dog's leg you can throw at me, and I don't think will happen.
I've got 2.
Go.
Trelaw for 40.
He's not playing.
Is he? He's listed.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play.
Would you
He'll-
take
he'll
Bonds?
have it.
Would you take Bonds under
No. What's his under? What's his over under? Tell me what it is.
25?
No, tell me what it is.
I don't know, but I'd say would you take his under, whatever it is?
It depends what it is. Oh, I'd take Trelaw could easily have 40. If he's been playing VFL, he's a ball pig.
Put it in.
Put it in.
And you got to tell me what Bont's under is. But anyway, sorry, Luke, where was I?
Keep it in.
He's under 50.
Listen to these markets PointsBet have come up with.
Please.
Das just read something about the margin.
Sorry if I stepped on your toes there.
Sam Darcy to kick 9, $26.
Mm-hmm.
10, $34. Aaron Norton to kick 9, $29. 10, $41. Sam Darcy and Aaron Norton to outscore Essendon, $4. That's an absolute lock.
Those two, $4.
$4.
fantastic.
Sam Darcy to outscore Essendon on his own, $31.
Talk about.
Aaron Norton to outscore Essendon, $36. I reckon they're both a chance. One of them's kicking 8.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah,
in
that's
those
it.
2 games last year, they kicked 5 goals in a game and 7 goals in a game. So the Bombers.
The Bombers kicked 5 goals
So
and
one of them
7
could
goals.
easily do it.
So
Us being on 100 watch too, we need a 10.
we need a 10. So I'm thinking Darcy 5, Norton 5.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen them do it before against North last year, round 17. We were live on Clubby Sports.
Yep.
Norton kicked 5, Larky kicked 5, and Sam Darcy kicked 4 goals too.
Yep.
The first time they played Essendon in round 10 last year, they won by 91 points. Sam Darcy didn't play, and Aaron Norton kicked 1 goal 3.
Okay.
Yep.
The second time they played in round 20, the Bulldogs won by 93 points.
Good mail, this.
Aaron Norton kicks 7 and Sam Darcy kicks 6 goals too.
Yes, please.
Bond had 22 and 35. Sorry, 2 goals 2 and 35.
22 and 35, my
2
word.
goals 2 and 35. There isn't a leg you can give
Yeah.
me the thing. I think we have to go Norton 5, Darcy 5. Norton's $3.30 for 5. He's kicked 48 goals his last 12 games. So he's kicking 4 goals a game for 12 games in a row.
Yep.
And Darcy's also $3.30 for 5. Hasn't kicked it this year, but he kicked 6 against the Dons in round 20, and then the next week he kicked 5 against the Giants. Norton 5, Darcy 5. $3.30, $3.30.
I am so excited for the portion of tonight where we don't record and we put this bet on.
Yeah.
Because I
wait.
can't wait to see what legs you put in.
We'll get there in 5 legs. Morgs?
Well, because I agree. I just wrote down I can't find a leg I don't like. Like Oscar Baker for 10 is $1.29.
The Baker's Mule.
Tell me that doesn't hit.
No, it does.
No, but
Baker's
in all
doesn't.
seriousness,
That's
like
the Baker's
The Baker's doesn't.
that's so good. Tim English for 2 is $4.
Big chili.
Like that's a chance.
Yep.
Like Archer Day Wicks for 1,
Yeah.
$2.35. I mean, it is legs galore.
Archer Day Wicks. That's nice. Now, boys, got some props here that I'll get up. Now, backing off your point, cousin Mike. So,
Probably top 10 humans.
Sexy Petrarca, they call him.
Yeah.
He looks good. He looks
Thinner
good.
Petrarca.
Better cook.
He looks good. So, Essendon have lost their last 16 matches. This started at round 13 in 2025 against Brisbane and has continued until this point when they lost to North.
Yes.
Their worst losing streak was 2016 during the drug saga 10 years ago where they lost 17 in a row.
That's got this written all over
So
it.
from round 3, 2016 to round 20, 2026, this is known as the darkest time ever in the club's history. They have potential this week to tie that. The
Wow.
darkest ever spot in the club's history. So I just want to know from you boys.
So excited to put this clip out and you look like that.
The darkest in the club's
Oh, here we
history.
go.
Printed
So
documents.
the drug saga. That's for you.
That's the drug saga list.
I want you to tell me, does this Bombers team win or does the depleted wooden spoons of the 2016 side win?
Matt D.
We'll get this graphic up.
Michael Hartley, Marty Gleason.
Keep going.
Orazio Fantasia.
Keep going.
My man Mitch Brown. Patrick Ambrose. Zaharakis, Zach Merritt, Jake Long, James Kelly, Jaden Laverde, Anthony McDonald, Tip and Woody, Darcy Parish, Joe Danaher, Mark Jamar, Lewinberg, Craig Bird from the Swans, Matty Stokes on ball, Adam Cooney on the bench, Jackson Merritt, Cole Langford, Connor McKenna. Wow.
Does this side beat the 20? So this is the depleted. So a heap of their players aren't playing. Does this 2016 drug saga side that was the darkest club ever? We've gone through 10 years now of a rebuild. Does this side beat the 2026 side?
Wow.
I'd like to move some magnets.
It's a good question.
Like Stokes and Parish. Can we get a swap there?
who wins?
Was Laverde centre forward?
Probably.
It looks like it.
I would
And
honestly take that side.
would you take
With
that
Joe
side?
Danaher?
I'll take that side just
Joe
right now.
Danaher's the best player on that field.
Play this in the bye before finals.
I reckon our man Mitch Brown, Parkdale Mitch Brown.
Parkdale Mitch
not
Brown.
Pride Round Mitch Brown.
We'll put this graphic up. Let us know who wins.
Honestly, who wins?
Adam Cooney, there's a Brownlow medalist.
This is
on
meant to be the
team.
darkest time, the drug saga team, 2016. Do they beat this current side?
That is crazy. Cole Langford.
Tell us in the comments.
Young Cole Langford versus now Cole Langford.
I'm trying to give this credence, but I can't believe it.
Darcy Parish's name at forward pocket back when he was good.
And now he's a starting midfield.
Mark Jamar's at forward pocket. He's a big ruckman. I bought my steal off him. He's a stealie.
Can we spin some magnets?
What's he doing there?
Who are you saying wins?
Oh, man.
It's a tough matchup.
It's a
I just couldn't believe looking at it. If this is meant to be their worst team ever,
I think the fact that it's a question is the thing that's unbelievable
Yeah.
about it. The fact that it's even a question is unbelievable.
A couple of legs I got here, boys.
Love the print-offs.
We got told Riley West got the knee dirty. That means he's getting the crumbs. It means he's been getting down all week. So he's only kicked 1 goal this year, so 1 goal, $1.74. He's guaranteed to kick one this week. He kicked his last 3 games against the Bombers. He's kicked 2, 4, and 3. So for 3, $3.25, and for 4, $6.50.
That's
You remember when he did the celebration last year? He did the little man
He
celebration.
was really good in
That's
that game.
right.
I reckon he might step up. Let's have a little bit of fun here as well, boys. Bailey Dale, his last 2 games against the Bombers, 49 and 20. So that's an average of 34.5.
Like that.
For 30 disposals, we heard that he's a ball pig. He's a pig for a
he's a
touch.
pig for a
So for 30 touches, he's 340. For 35, he's 950.
That's so good.
Yep, brilliant.
That's so good.
That's an incremental.
950 for 35.
That's so good.
That's what he's averaging over his last 2 against the Bombers. And also Ed Richards for 2. Each of his last 2 games against the Bombers in 2025, he kicked 2 in both of those. For 2 goals is 340.
Bont last year, as I said, had 35 and 2 goals too in this fixture. His over-under's 28.5, so I'm definitely not taking the under. There's a leg I don't like. He's had 30 and 33 his last 2 weeks. I like him for 30 at $2. Bont for 30
You imagine going...
is $2.10, and the kick 2 is $1.44, 3 is $2.30. I'm happy to stay away from the goals.
Imagine-
because I reckon Darcy Norton will cook. But Bont, goals.
Imagine this. Bailey Dale for 35 at 950. The Bulldogs to win by 100 points at 450. And you take Darcy for 5.
It's a great bet.
Earlier in the season,
That's like $60.
if you were listening to the show last year, you know how much I'm obsessed with the ladder.
Yeah, you are. We're going to bring that back.
The Suns' percentage, I know we're only 4 games in, but the Suns' percent, or 3, but 191 is their percentage, and they will just continue to roll sides up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting a message
No,
upstairs.
I'm just scratching my ear.
The Dogs, 137 percentage.
Yeah.
So it's just an early one. You have to take it now while the Bombers are struggling. So it's Pointsville.
Points watch.
The Lions moved from 70.5 to 72.5 in this game. What side of the line would you go? 72.5 points. It's an 11-goal head start.
Gun to my head, I'm taking the plus points.
You're taking Essendon plus 72.5. You're taking.
I'm looking at 120. I think this is the best the Dogs have ever looked in the last 4
You
years.
just heard it, Richards.
They're off a bye.
Here's a take. They wanted to wait to.
It's a good point.
Yeah, they're off a bye. The
good
Bombers are at rock bottom.
Yep.
Here's a take. I want to get in front of now.
100 points at halftime.
There's a chance. The Dogs the Dogs need to win the flag, or at least make it grand final day this year for this take to come true. Check out the team that has the most engagements and weddings next off season. The Dogs fucking love each other right now. Ed Richards was just saying they had Bont's wedding, Tim English's wedding, his
chili.
wedding, Ed Richards' wedding. I think one more. He said one more.
Riley West just dropped the knee.
Riley West just dropped the knee.
Bailey Dale got married in the
Bailey Dale
offseason.
got married. They went to 4 weddings. The whole footy club went to 4 weddings. They love each other. Imagine how many drunk hugs they had,
yeah.
hanging out all the time, the Bucks parties.
Lukey Bev.
To be fair, when a few of you boys got married, we had a few in a row. We had a great summer.
time.
We had a great side that year.
It's a great side.
Yeah.
We're on Wedding Watch.
We made the prelim.
Wedding watch is the new thing.
Wedding watch. I
I
like
reckon
that.
they love each other, the Dogs. They're going to be up by 100 points at halftime, I agree.
It's great analysis.
This is good. Boys, then let's get into Easter Monday. This is always a cracker. Hawks, Geelong. Even last couple of years when they thought Hawks are going to be shit, they still always keep it close.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this game. Can't believe you've already gone the Hawks by 17. I hope it's a fucking awesome game. Again, 3:15. If you're around in Melbourne, fuck, you can go to some games this week.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta go to
Make
some
sure shout out Queen tickets 8% off. Jev, who do you like?
Just quickly before we move on, I would love someone that's going to Dogs Essendon to drink a beer for every goal Darcy and Norton kick.
Responsibly.
Responsibly, of
Yeah,
course.
man.
I want someone to send us a video going, I will drink a beer for every goal Darcy and Norton kick at the footy.
That's awesome.
Or
If
a touch for every Oscar Baker.
If they combine for 13 and you drink 13 beers, we'll pay for the beers.
Let's have a
So
bet.
good.
Who gets more? Goals by Norton and Darcy or touches by Oscar Baker?
That's a great bet.
That's such a good pod.
Sorry. Easter Monday. Hawthorn Geelong.
What side are you leaning?
Come back to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had 8 against the fucking Crows.
I think goals.
That's a great question.
I think goals.
We'll clip that.
So we're up to Hawthorn Geelong Monday, Easter Monday.
Are we
Sorry,
rambling?
I just never want to move on from that game. I love that game. They love each other, the dog. Easter Monday, Hawthorn vs Geelong. Does Jai Newcomb's line feel a little bit low for you guys? 23.5. He's had 20 plus 9 games in a row. He had 20 in the prelim against the Cats, but 28 on Easter Monday last year. I like the look of 22 at $1.50. 25 at $2.15 for a Monday leg. Like, this is a Monday leg. Jai Newcomb at 25.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with it. $2. 20 is a lock at $1.30.
Do you know what I like about this? They're off a bye, one. But this feels like a finals Jai. And we know he's form in finals. And he obviously had the bad game against the Cats where they got dangered.
Yeah.
But all his other finals games, he was Gary Ayres.
Yeah.
Like, he was elite. So I love this.
Is Oyson Kilpatrick a worry?
Yeah, he's gone to Nick Watson.
Probably. Wizard watch.
He's gone to Nick Watson.
Okay.
Yep.
I love that.
He'll probably get Tom Atkins.
Okay.
Depends on the
Oyson
weather.
Kilpatrick.
If it's cold, he'll do well.
Tom Atkins on tag watch.
Yeah, he
Do they tag him out of it?
put a body on watch.
Yeah. Body on watch. Morgs,
Yeah.
anything? Morgs?
Oh, what was that? Oh, thank you.
Fucking hell.
Das,
We got a present.
I got you a gift.
Oh, here we go.
Happy Easter, mate. You can open it and just tell us what it is. Happy Easter, mate. Tom Barras for 10 is a gift, a present, an Easter hamper. You're welcome. He's had 15 against the Swans. He's 100% for 10 his last 5 against the Cats. 10, 12, 11, 18, 18. This is the gift.
Nice.
For 15, $4.75.
Fuck, we've got some value this week.
The big harassment.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
again, MCG watch.
$4.75. It's white whale watch. It
It's
is
so
all
good.
of it. And go incremental if you want. Go 13. You probably
Yeah,
still
it's
get
so
$3.
Nice. That's such a good leg.
Merry Easter, mate.
I'll give you an Easter egg. I'm a big TFG listener.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Cameron basically admitted he's not dealing well with contact at the moment because he went the whole preseason without getting touch, fixing his broken arm. Then he's like, he got the slightest touch on the weekend. He was sore as buggery from it. He's like, I've been hit all weekend. Barras is a man-child. Barras is a big bastard.
Yes.
He gave Charlie Curnow the fucking business. He'll give Jeremy Cameron, that little rake, the business.
100%.
I love this lad.
That little rake. He's a champion.
Be careful reading the tea leaves from TFG, though. I went on the Ember X app last week and said that I'm picking up the tea leaves that the Giants don't raid the Pies. And,
They did.
What, he might kick 7, you reckon?
well, they got rolled.
Wow.
No, just be careful on the TFG of the tea leaves.
Anything else? That's a great present.
that's all you need.
I'll be taking that. Boys, the new Harry Potter show is coming out and they're shaking it up. Snape is black. The new Professor McGonagall doesn't have a lazy eye. And they're casting a 20-year-old Nick Watson as the new wizard because he's the best goddamn wizard on the planet. Boys, I don't even think we can really put this in for one, but the streak is awesome. I think he's 15 games in a row for a snag.
Yep.
Albeit, he kicked one at the death. But you got to
Still
kick him.
kick
Don't
one.
matter if you kick first the game, last the game. As long as the clock's on, we'll kick him. So the Wizard for one's $1.14, which is pretty short. But
Not bad.
as I said, he's kicked 31 goals his last 20 games. So for 2 goals, $1.65, still a little bit short. For 3 goals, $2.85. Again, probably not one we'll put in the multi. But if you enjoy the streak, maybe you want to just put $1,000 on the one and just try and roll it.
Well, it's one of those ones. I know I give a lot of 10 disposal bets. I don't love the 2 at $1.60. I love the 1 at $1.14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
pick one.
Like $1.14 makes Tom Barras for 13. Combine that, it's about $4.20.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a booster.
Yeah.
I like a lot of Hawthorn legs in this just because of how shit they played. And I saw him in the preseason game, actually, when they versed him. And a lot of guys kick goals. Connor McDonald kick goals. But I do have another one here. Give me the Sunscreens wet dream. Ollie Dempsey, boys, for 2, $1.83. He's averaged 1 goal a game at the MCG in 2025. No, 2 goals a game. 1 goal a game.
leave it in.
2 goals a game at the MCG in
The
2025.
Zin got ya.
Yeah, it did. The only game he didn't kick goal in was the prelim, but apart from that, last year, 2025,
Yep.
2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 0, 4 in the grand final.
That's crazy. So, I'm off the back of that. My favourite pull-em leg in this game is Josh Weddle anytime or Josh Weddle for 2.
Your man.
I think he'll play on Ollie Dempsey.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a-
he'll play on Ollie Dempsey.
Great call.
And you've got to test Ollie Dempsey
That's a
the other way.
terrific call.
Make sure you want to kick goals the other way. So he's $2.85 for 1 and $11 for 2. Josh Weddle.
What's he kicked? Has he kicked a snag in his last 5?
Yes, he
Weddle.
kicked one against Essendon when they didn't man the mark.
Yep.
He didn't because he played back the game before.
Against Essendon. Josh Weddle kicked one.
Yeah, no, against
Against
Giants.
Swansea didn't.
Against the Giants, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. And he's never kicked one against the
I
Cats.
just thought 285 is quite short.
I've got another.
Yeah.
I got another pull-him leg.
I've got some more. Yeah.
More value. Dylan Moore. I told you the last few weeks he's on watch for 25, but for 22 touches, this is $2.15.
Well, that's good.
His last 6 games at the MCG.
3.
27, 25, 32, 26, 24, 22.
That's a great
He's
leg.
100% in his last 6 games. For 22 touches is $2.15.
That's fantastic.
That's going in the multi.
How much value have we found tonight?
It's actually insane.
And then
I couldn't believe it.
my most valuable player in the league, I couldn't stop talking about him on the roast. I reckon he's the best money for jam player in the league. I played the Hawks twice in 2025. 15-2 in the prelim, 17-3 Easter Monday, and then I had 24-1 against the Crows last Thursday. I'm Sean Manor, and
Oh, the
I'm
Manor.
fucking awesome.
Yes.
And I'm paying $2.50 to kick 2. That's a Monday leg.
Fantastic. I love Shawnee Manor.
Yeah, he's an A-grader at what he does.
He's so good. Let's get this multi on.
I'm so excited.
This is multi-watch.
This is multi-watch. All right, coming up next, the Ramble, the 100K multi, and we're on Brownlow Watch.
Oh,
Do you
boy.
want to do a...
We'll be right back.
Everybody knows Nick Dacos dominates the MCG, but did you know his brother Josh had the ball on a string against the Lions in 2025? AFL stats are everywhere, but the stats that actually matter, those are harder to find. StatMate breaks down every player by ground, teammate and opponent, so you see what others miss. Disposals, goals, fantasy points, filtered the way you want, plus hot stats served up fresh every round. Download StatMate for free today, your best mate for AFL stats.
Hi guys, we are back with the final third of the 100K footy show. As always, trying to turn $10 into 100K. Punting on the footy, round 4. Jev, read out the multi, and also I've got the MCG Lovers multi after.
Love that.
And
So
call in if you like the multi.
Okay.
you have $12 on the multi this week to win $102,000. So it's paying about $8,500. When we send it out Saturday, the odds usually change a bit. So they've
Yeah.
got to have like 13, 14. So we'll put 12 on it.
Or upper ass.
Up Barras and yeah.
We'll keep it in.
So 8,500, 22 legs. Here we go. So Sam Layla for 12, Jason Orn Francis for 18.
Great legs.
Good start.
Chad Warner for 20-1.
Yep.
Cozzy Pickett for 20-1. Took Miller 26.
Come on.
Jared Witts 10.
Yep.
Will Graham 12.
I love it.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Aaron Norton 5. Sam Darcy 5.
They're in.
Bailey Dale over 25.5.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Richards 27. Bontempelli 26. Oscar Baker 10. Matt Kennedy to kick 1.
The
New one,
church.
that's the new one that went in. We thought there's going to be goals.
Dylan Moore 22.
Yep.
Sean Manor 1. Nick Watson 1. Jai Newcomb 22. Tom Barras for 13. And Tom Stewart for 20.
That is a fantastic
That's the
bet. I always think about this. Let us know what leg's not going to hit.
Yeah, what
I love
leg
when
you just
people
hate.
driving in the car going, that's good, that's good. Oh, no, I don't like that. Comment in and let us know what hurts.
You know the only legs I'm a bit unsure of? The non-top 8 side teams. Like the Richmond Port legs, you're sort of like...
Yeah, you get worried about that.
All the other legs with the good teams, I'm
Yeah.
like, these are all hitting.
So they're the ones I love. The phones are lighting up, by the way.
The MCG Lovers multi, boys, had to put it in. Zach Butters for 1. Again, all these guys love the MCG.
Had to put this
Zach
in.
Butters for 1. Horn Francis for 21. Took for 30. Will Graham for 15. Dill Moore for 22 touches. Pays $47.
Nice.
That's a fantastic.
$10 on that
Yeah,
to
that's
get
really good.
473
It's an
back.
Easter special.
All right, boys, let's get into it. Cue the music. It is time for the Ramble.
You believe this show has a segment to ramble in?
All right, we're going to quickly
I'll show
go
you
over Thursday night footy, Brisbane versus Collingwood. This is up at the Gabba. The Pies over the Lions, the last 6 matchups, they're 4-2.
At the Gabba or just in general?
Just all up. So they've won 4. They actually beat them last year.
At the Gabba by 50
This is the only
points.
game where Will Ashcroft didn't get 20.
There you
Dope
go.
Thursday. Cost me. So I just quickly want to know, I know I usually flick to you first, Jeff, but let's talk about Nick Dacos. Currently on pace to break Jack McRae's disposals record of 880. Teams aren't putting time into him because they just think their system can just beat. So he started the year with 41, 33, 36. In his 8 games in his career against the Lions, he hasn't gone under 25 once and averages 30. To break the record, he's going to need so he's currently averaging 36.67.
It's a lot.
So that means he's
It's a lot
going to
of
need to
games.
roughly get 35 every week.
So many touches.
Again, he's had 41, 33, 36. So if he's to get 35 most weeks to try and get this award,
Yep.
so for 35 he's paying 270. More often than not, he's probably going to get 35. That's a great, like, double your money. Pull him like $22.70 for 35 every week, every Collingwood game.
It's funny you say that. I've got it written down here. Nick Dacos' line is 31.5. There is no way in hell Chris Fagan lets Nick Dacos run around on his own and have 32 touches. I like the under. He's going to get the Dunkley and Jared Berry treatment.
Probably.
Nas got it on the weekend.
I love this.
Nas got it on the weekend. Chris Fagan actually tags. Chris Fagan liked winning games. He's going to tag him. He got the treatment on the weekend. I reckon he's going to get it. I'm going to take the under 31.5.
Dobe, you look flat, but don't. That's fantastic analysis.
Oh, I wish I had his numbers against Brisbane.
Hey,
Don't.
don't-
No,
It's
so
alright.
he had 29.
bloody-
He had 29.
270, Jeff.
He had 29 at the G when the Lions won. Remember, he ran wild at the Gabba last year. He had like 39. I'm pretty sure he had 39 at the Gabba and he had 29 at the G.
But for the rest of the year, more often than not, 35.
I'm going under.
Yeah, I like it. No, I like both sides of the coin.
What side would you go? 31.5 line.
I'm going to take the over. Gun to my head, over.
Over.
Gun to your head. Any other bets in this one? I don't really give a fuck.
Logan Morris kicked 6 on the Pies last time he played him on the G. Kicked 6 on Darcy Moore. I remember it like it was yesterday.
His song is Kylie Minogue.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Spinning around.
No, other one.
On a night like this.
Oh, yes. I
So
wanna say-
he's 250 for 3, 475 for 4, and $20 to kick 6 again.
Yep.
Not that interested. One leg that crossed over both times they played at the Gabba and the G was Josh Dacos for 30. And we're getting a flat $2 for Josh Dacos to have 30, which I like.
I'm telling you, he's the most forgotten brother in history. I think he's got the third most amount of disposals this year, or the third highest average.
He's a gun.
He's in Shane Lee
Josh,
territory.
and you just would not know
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
a gun.
Shane Lee.
Or who's the other war? Mark.
Oh, what's his
No,
name?
the wars are
Mark
not
Steve.
forgotten.
No, there's another one.
No, there isn't.
There's a third,
No, you're
isn't
thinking
there?
of the Chapels.
No,
No,
there was a forgotten war.
There's a third one.
World War IV.
Forgotten war.
Yeah,
Before
nah.
Vietnam.
Well, yeah, I've forgotten about him.
Yeah.
I didn't know he existed.
Yeah, the forgotten more.
Jackson Merritt, Zach Merritt's brother. In that
Are they
side.
brothers?
Yeah, apparently.
Really?
Jackson Merritt.
Surely they're just the same name.
Just ask him at dinner. We fancy a game.
Who stinks more?
Oh, no, Zach
Hey, how about
Merritt
this? Did you see
stinks.
the drive-by Friday night? Don't know who the commentator was. They said Dan McStay had the ball in his hands, and they called him not a known goal kicker.
Jeez.
He's played forward for 5 years.
Yeah, it's
Not known goal kicker. Remember he cost you Jevy Friday?
Oh.
Didn't run one in from about 15 yards.
We're on Ramble Watch.
Friday night. Friday, I'm going to go. Again, fourth game for the year.
It's torture.
It's fucked.
Loved it.
It's just like a goal. You just forget and you just go into every game hoping for a win. Don't worry about the whole season. You
It's
just
like when you have a... I don't want to say.
Nah.
go on.
I love your fandom. It's impressive.
3:15 Marvel. North beat us last year round 15 at the MCG. They beat us by 11 points. We smashed them early in the year, 153 to 71 Good Friday. Costanti, they were down by 80 and he shushed the crowd in the last. I couldn't believe it.
Kransky.
This is a tough one. I didn't have any legs in this one. We stink.
What the hell have Carlton done to Will Hayward? What have you guys done to him?
The blue polish.
He left the Swans kicking snag and now he's joined Carlton. He's kicked 2 in 3 games.
Gross.
What happens down at
So
Carlton?
true.
It makes me sick.
He's turned into Orazio Fantasia. Sparklers and sprinkles. Not razzle dazzle.
But this is Goldmine Pullum territory.
Oh, yeah.
He loves Marvel Stadium. His last 4 at Marvel. 3, 2, 4 and 3.
Yep.
We're getting $3.90 for 3.
Yep.
So Pullum territory, or we're about to get into when I would put that on in Brownlow territory.
Brownlow.
So what have you guys done to Will Hayward?
Well, what the flipping hell have Carlton done to deserve -7.5?
Oh man, that's
I think it's a bit of Tristan Jerry tax.
it's a good call. The
What tax?
Tony Goldstein.
What tax?
He's their best player.
But what, we're just going to dominate the ruck now?
Strength. I don't think. I don't see
Mark.
that.
Just rove to Mark.
I don't want to bet on this, but I will. Harry Mackay for goals. He seems to do it
He kicks
every
him
year.
6 every year. Good Friday.
The 225 for North has to be appealing, does it not?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
I'm a
oath.
North supporter.
They're just an outright better side.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we get on Trent Bathius back in for 3? He's had 2 weeks off. 325 for 3. I feel that's a play.
I think that might have been a wrong algorithm.
What?
You couldn't keep that up.
You kicked 3-4 in a row. Missed the last 2. That means by law of averages, he's due
Due for 2.
3. I reckon.
So true.
Scripps kick one. Let's move on.
Thank you.
A goal of 250. Don't
Was
mind
that
it.
$2.9.
$2.9.
That's good.
He can't kick him.
He kicked one on the weekend. He stood over Colston.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a bit of a watch, I reckon. Adelaide Fremantle, Friday night. Adelaide Fremantle, I said that. 7:15, Adelaide Oval.
This will be good. This will be fun.
Superstars to bet on. Superstars everywhere to bet on in this game. Shai Bolton kicked 1 goal, 2 and had 22 touches in this fixture last year. He's had 33 and 32 to start his year, and his line is 24.5.
Yep.
So 22 against the Crows last year, 33 and 32 his last 2 games, and his line's 24.5. This feels like cash. $2.75. $2.75 for 28, $3.30 for 29, and $4 for 30, which he's had the last 2
that's
weeks.
good.
Like that. Sarong had 32 in this game last year. Brayshaw had 37 in this game last year. We hate betting on Andy Brayshaw. I'm not betting on Andy Brayshaw anymore.
I'm sure he's the best bloke ever.
I'm sure he is.
Well, he doesn't give
had,
2 fucks.
He had 39,
Yep.
so we bet on him. He had 21.
Yep.
He had 37 in this game last year. Thilthorpe kicked 3 goals too. Rankin had 20 and 1. Rochelle had 21. Josh Rochelle on the weekend had his first 30 burger of his career, and I reckon proved himself to be a midfielder. His line is also 22.5. That feels too low. $2.15 for 24, $3.40 for 27, and $6 for another 30 burger for Rochelle. I love that $3.40 for 27 for Rochelle.
You know what I like? The fact that he hasn't shown out so far this year, but Ben Keys, the keys are 2 goals, $3.90.
I think he's a bit underdone.
3
He's not as
goals,
fit as he
$11.
usually is.
Maybe. But when I say these 2 teams, Jeff, Adelaide Fremantle, what's the first thing you think of?
Danger versus 5, that game. The
What
greatest
is a
game of all time.
head-to-head matchup that we can just look at and we can just pencil them both in for a career day?
Is it Dawson or is it Rankin? Rankin versus Shai. Rankin versus Shai Bolton? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes. Yeah.
I reckon Dawson's due.
No,
I reckon
Jordan Butts. Josh Tracy watch. Tracy versus Thilthorpe.
There we go.
Nice.
Tracy versus Thilthorpe.
Got to get ahead of the comments. Is it Tracy or Tracy? Someone was hounding us last
Pizza
week.
Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, and I think it's Shea Bolton, not Shy.
Shai.
Shea
Just getting ahead of the comments.
Yeah,
Shea
good
Bolton.
job.
Apologise.
Shea Bolton, Josh Tracy.
Is it
And-
Shea Gilgis
Yes,
Alexander?
Shea
So we
Gilgis.
call him Shy,
Shy.
and then we call Shy Shay.
I don't know.
And
I
yeah, we
reckon
got
we
a
get him.
Tracy comment. Coming for 1.
Josh
I like.
Tracy?
Kick 1 last week.
And the week before?
No, week off, and then kick 2.
Cum dog.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Come Dog Millionaire.
$3.10.
See him
Nice.
at the Cumby in a couple of weeks.
Come on. Judd McVee. Did he shave his head?
Just crack into your Brownlow stuff.
No, this is a
Getting
watch.
late.
Come on.
Zach Taylor kicked 3 last week, boys.
Yeah, that one.
$29. $12 for 3 this week. All right, boys, let's get into it. So,
Guarantee watch.
time for the main event. So, we're going to log in here.
Can you believe this is it is, but can you believe this is the main event?
No, I'd be hanging around for this.
It's so true.
I'm getting it up. All right, so let's have a look here. We're going to pencil
All right, so
in.
Nick Dacos and Mark's been paying $3 for the Brownlow.
Yep.
We're going to stay
The
away.
rest of the field's 26 and above.
Yep.
Right, we're going to just fade Bont and Nick Dacos. Anything can happen. A
Yep.
knee can happen. You accidentally bump someone in the head, you get suspended. Isaac Kenny was $1.80 to win the Brownlow and he got suspended and didn't end up winning
Yep.
it. So much stuff can happen for you not to win it, and it's round 3. It's round 3. There's 20 more games to be played.
Yes.
So many guys can come from the clouds.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do, because we can multi these up. So as we said, we've got Dacos and Bont at 3. Everyone else, the next best is 26. So we are now getting, instead of Nas, Bailey Smith, Caleb Sarong, and Zach Butters at $26, we have Cozzy to kick 2, and then those players all now at $53 for the Brownlow.
So smart.
We're getting them all. The next lot of players we're getting, so Noah Anderson, Will Ashcroft, Ed Richards, who are all at $34, they are all now at $69. The next crop of players, so we've got Jordan Dawson at 41 and Christian Petrarca at 41 if he comes back. Those players are now at $84. The next crop, so Max Holmes at $51. We are now getting him at $101.
Nice.
And then you get the next lot of players. So Andrew Brayshaw, Sam Walsh, John Newcomb at $61. Those players right now, boys, are at $125 for the Brownlow. We will never get better odds. So as long as Cozzy kicks 2, now we've got them all.
So you're going to go basically everyone. You're going to put $2 on all of them with Cozzy to kick 2.
Yeah.
And then them all. I'm going Bailey Dale 27 touches. He
so
had
good.
49 against the
I love it.
Essendon last year. 27. He has to have half the touches he had. So same thing. When I go Nas or the 26-1 guys, I get 54-1.
So good.
When I get to the 41-1 guys like Jordan Dawson, Finn Callahan, I go all the way to. Sorry about this. 86 to 1, so it doubles. When I get to like the Jai Newcomb territory at 67 to 1, 140 to 1, Bailey Dale into Jai Newcomb.
Ridiculous.
Who are you going?
Tom Barras for 12.
Yes.
$2.25. I just turned Finn Callahan, Jordan Dawson, and Petrarca each into 92.25.
Yes.
Who's some? And this is like how we would always say there's a bolter, like how we saw
Noah.
Isaac Heaney coming
Yep.
from 250. Is there a chance that Shy Bolton could win the Brownlow?
Yes,
so
absolutely
he's
there
at
is.
$251 for Cozzy to kick 2 into him. We're getting $514.
Take that right now.
Double your money. Find your best $2 leg. Go onto the points bet app. Double up on every single player.
We're about to have $2.50 on all of them with Cozzy, all of them with Bailey Dale, and all of them with
Barasius.
Paras. Get with a mate.
You imagine if all three get up.
Yeah,
we're
we got them all.
we're all looking at every other player for a couple $100
So-
on Brownlow night covered.
That basically is that's the pod.
I just got one question for you.
Yeah.
I find the to finish top 10 market interesting.
Okay.
So the first $2 team is the Saints.
Okay.
So who is it? Who are finishing 8, 9, 10?
Tell me the odds.
how many teams you got there? Gold Coast Dogs, Brisbane, there's 3. Hawthorn, Sydney Freo, there's 6. Geelong, Adelaide, Collingwood, there's 9. So there's one more spot. So it's between Saints, GWS, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, West Coast, Carlton. West Coast have better odds than
North at
Carlton.
$6.
That's not bad.
They win this week with 3-1.
3-1 is unbelievable.
North at $6 into Barras 225. I just turned into
Nas Brownlow.
No,
you go.
Let's go North top 10 into all of them. $6 over.
Yes. Use the 6.
Let's go Dogs by 100 points into all of them.
Oh, it's so smart.
So smart.
I'm not even kidding.
Can you reckon you can multi that Norton and Darcy to combine for more of a score than Essendon? That's a lock at $4.
I think you might be able to do those customs.
Oh, I
hey, if
gotta
you're still
check.
listening.
What do you reckon that more? Oh yeah, true.
Saturday Arvo gather round at the Cumbie. We'll be there with the Ausmerican Aces team. Choco will be there.
Choco!
Big chocolate. So yeah, if you go on a gather round, I thought about this today. We need to do more. If you're heading over to gather round, let us know. It would be great to have a beer, but that's the perfect place to
To
do
be
it.
fair, we'll be having to be there every day probably.
Exactly
You'll
right.
see us there every day for
Breakfast.
But Saturday, before we go over to Norwood, Gold Coast versus Suns, come down to the Cumbie. Saturday, I think 12:30 to 4, and then we'll pop over to Norwood.
Oh, come on.
Come have a beer with Morgs.
Big Gary.
Big Lewis.
Showtime Swans are back this weekend, the greatest show on turf. They beat the Eagles by 26 points.
Oh, the spreadable. Yeah, they cover just. Blues by 4. Shout out to Bay Juice.
We're going to drink that much Bay Juice at Gather Round.
Yep.
That much Bay Juice.
Chili baby back ribs.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.